Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Welcome to It Snowed Last Night, Winnipeg. Not very much, maybe only about that much. But just enough that I probably won't be getting out on the bike today like I did yesterday. Well, I'm not going to do it like I did yesterday, because yesterday, believe it or not, I forgot to take the lens cap off. And I was almost back here to the house, and I thought to myself, I don't remember taking the lens cap off. And as I was coming up the steps and I looked at the reflection of myself in the window, and I could see the little lens cap still on there. It's funny, I did not notice it when I was standing in front of the mirror. But I guess I was so concentrating on getting the helmet level that I wasn't thinking about the lens cap. I do not believe I did this. Well, I'm not going to go do it again. Yeah, I gotta rig up some sort of a reminder. I was saying to a viewer that it'd be nice if the camera would not turn on unless the lens cap was removed. But that would be another cumbersome apparatus that would make the camera bigger and heavier, and anyway. All right, enough about that. Got another comment from a viewer, and he was saying he wouldn't mind. I was talking about, turning a pen from Corey's wood from the USS Iowa. And a viewer says he wouldn't mind if I was to turn a pen. Well, I'd like to keep it sort of model ship related. And this morning I was thinking about that. And then I remembered that I did turn a pen that is kind of ship related. And I actually turned several of them. And they all basically looked like this. And what this is wood from an old fishing boat that I used a lot back when I was in my late teens. And I think early 20s. Anyway, yeah. And I found what was left of that old boat, and had been dragged up into the trees. And most of it was rotten, but there was a few little pieces left, and I salvaged them, and I made several pens like this, and I gave them to my friends who had used that same boat, 50 something years ago. Anyway, so that's sort of ship related, kind of. Well, boat related, small boat. I think it was only about 20 feet long at best. It was an open fishing boat. Anyway, enough about that. Maybe I can find a picture and I can sort of dub it in, and you'll see it there. Okay. Step 23. We're at it. I had thought that possibly I'd come back to the model table last night and we'd have a bit of a rollback, but we're not going to have one. I'm noticing here it says make 3. And I was thinking about that this morning, and I was thinking, okay, we got to make 3. I'll video the first one, and then I'll probably say something. I'm going to do the other 3 exactly the same way, or other 2 exactly the same way. But I was thinking, maybe I'm making a mistake at that. What I should do is I should make the first 2 off camera, and then when I video the third one, it looks like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, because sometimes I don't. Okay, yeah, and it's true. Okay, what do we got going here? There is not going to be a sunrise this morning, so we can forget about that. It's very overcast, and I haven't checked the weather, so maybe we're going to get more snow. Hey, it's still winter in Winnipeg. How many times haven't I said that? We could get snow off and on for a month yet. Okay, let's get ourselves cleaned up here, and it looks like we need everything comes off of the Z sprue, or Z sprue, yeah, 16, 5, 4, 5, yeah, and we got to get enough to make 3. So let's do it. Earlier this morning I was outside talking to my neighbor, and he was mentioning how he was going to be going out. We were talking about, am I going to be getting out on the e-bike? And I said I didn't think I would. And he said, well, when I go out in my car, which he was going to be doing shortly, I'll phone you and I'll let you know what the roads are like. So I just got a call from him. He said that the Dawnwood was icy, but that it looked like the bike path was in good shape. Okay. Now my plan here is to get these things into a sort of a tray so that we can put them in a nice safe place where we're not going to be breaking parts off here, because I don't think we're going to need this stuff until we get to step 24. Now, there are 5 Z sprues, and I think we're only going to need 3 of them here for our table parts. There's probably 1 complete table on each one of the sprues, which means there's going to be 2 extra tables. So I screw that up. Anyway, I was talking earlier about maybe assembling 2 first and the 3rd one last. I think that's what I'm going to do today and see how that goes. I mean, how complicated can these things be anyway? Okay, let's get ourselves recomposed here, and we can nip off some parts. And yeah, then I'm going to go ahead and do 2, and I'll video the last one, all being well. Okay, I was wrong. I was doubly wrong. First of all, when I was starting to nip off parts here, I realized that I'm not going to have enough leaves, because each one of these tables requires two leaves, and each sprue only had 1 leaf. And I'm thinking, well, something wrong. So I go and I check, and it turns out there are 6 Z sprues, not 5. Okay. And I had also said that there was going to be enough pieces that we'd have a couple left over. Well, we won't. What we will have extra is the pedestal, okay? Because the pedestal is also on the Z sprue. So, okay, so that's the pedestal. Here's a leaf. And here is the main part of the table that you can, sorry to get my hands in the way there, but you can probably see where the pedestal plugs into it there. Okay, now we've got enough to make 3 complete tables. I'm just going to go ahead and make the first 2, and then we'll make the last one on camera. Yeah. Okay, I have 2 basically built here now, and it had been my plan to also have them painted with the green. I did paint the pedestal with the X11, and the reason I didn't paint them is because I was noticing that the top, well, first of all, I had these upside down right here. You'll see how it goes, because I'm planning to do the 3rd one this way. I guess a little bit of glue had gone underneath. I think it was this one here. Yeah, you can sort of see that it needs to be sanded. But when I started to handle them here, and I'm trying to do it very gently, I was noticing that where the leaves were glued onto the side of the table, it was just a little bit soft yet. So I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to paint them. That way I can grab hold of these and, trim them up a little bit. Anyway, what we got going on here, so let me move in just a little bit here, is the pedestal, okay? And all I did was trim all our parts down. And trying to hold this so that you can see it too. You know, maybe what I should be doing is swinging the camera around and having it look in this way. That way I can hold it a little bit better. Let's just try that and see how it goes. Okay, I hear Missy coming, and I remember to take my lens cap off. Here she is. Here she is. How are you? How are you? All happy and happy to see me? All happy to see me? Can you calm down just a little bit? Just a little bit? I don't know if I can calm down, she says, in dog language. Yeah, okay, but I got something here for you. Yeah, look, here's a piece of a broken cookie. Yeah. Is that good? Off you go in the snow. Want to be careful I don't sand off these little, I guess they'd be like little lugs. They're sort of like positioning pins. I think they're supposed to represent hinges. And they actually help to get the leaf on. Okay, I almost sanded this one off here. Okay, guess I didn't see it there. Should have known it was there. I've done 2 of these already. Okay, so let's just get this piece right here, just so that the leaf will fit a little bit better. The sanding stick is just a little bit too wide for that. Okay, I think we basically got it here. Alright, that is the tabletop. And the pedestal plugs in that little hole there. Alright. Now a couple of leaves here. let's we're going to have to completely reposition here to glue all these pieces together here. Alrighty. Okay, the pedestal, at first glance, it looks like it doesn't matter which end you stick in. But if you look closely, you can see that the pin to your left is shorter than the one to your right. And I believe the short one is what goes into the bottom of the tabletop. So what I did was this way. Sort of wedge it in place here. I can't wedge it up too far or it will release the, okay, yeah, it'll release the peg, the pedestal. And then we can get everything lined up here, and this is going to hold it basically perpendicular. There we go. I think that once I get some extra thin on that, just let it sit for a minute, I should be able to wiggle it down so it'll be, you know, about as snug as it can get. Now this will probably take a few minutes to cure, or rather to dry, and I'm just going to push straight down on it now and wiggle it a little bit. I think that should work. That's what I did on the other ones anyway. Okay, I would think that pin is pretty much as far down as it can go, and it's, you know, the shoulders of this pedestal have reached the bottom of the table. Okay, let's just push stop here and we'll come back to this in a few minutes. Okay, using a holder downer here now to keep it level. And I think we can probably get rid of our self-locking tweezer here now. And the plan will be, get our glue opened up here. And we're going to want to take one of these panels. It doesn't really matter which one, they're both the same. And let's just turn this so that when I put it on, you're going to be able to see. Where's my other tweezers going? Okay, so we're going to want to glue this right on there so that the little notches fit over the little pegs. So I don't know if I can do this on camera or not. Just sort of make it sticky. Okay, now the idea of these, having these little machinist squares here, is so that I can just help hold it in and know that it's going to be at 90 degrees. Okay, I think we basically got that one. Now, what I did with the other ones is I just put a little bit of extra thin along there just to help the melding effect. Get in from underneath here, maybe. This will just help a little bit. It's going to take quite a bit of time. I hope you can hear me. The camera's quite a ways away. I guess I can always boost the volume later. Okay, now the other one here. I'm going to be doing it much the same way. It may go out of your field of view though. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm going to be, well, maybe I can turn it like this and you might be able to see. I can't wait too long here. I'll get our precision square. Ooh. Up against it like that. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Well, this one's sort of folding in on me, isn't it? Try and get them so that they, when the table is right side up, it looks like it's, you know, hanging down naturally. Okay, now I'm going to put some extra thin along the seam there. Just let it meld. And, whoops. Didn't want it there. That should do it, I think. Did I get any? I did now. Okay, when that melts, it's going to be fairly strong, but it's going to take a while. And we've already got, what do we got here? Okay, it's 1:26 in the afternoon. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor in about 2 hours. And I've got a lot of editing here yet to do. And the conclusion is I am not going to be going out on my e-bike this afternoon because there is just too much ice under the snow. And let's try and get that to stay there. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.